Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again here tonight to Race on Texas. Tonight we have a special race coming before you here with just under 5 minutes left on the clock. Not only is tonight going to be the season finale here for the World of Thunder Racing League Street Stock Series, we are at a brand new track, Lernerville, here for tonight's race. The first ever track here on iRacing. The pits are on the outside. There's no walls. So it could get interesting. You do not want to go off of the side of the track as you're watching right there. They're coming on to the track. You have to wait till these guys get by. You can't just go you know what, to the wall and go out onto the track. So you have to be very careful. We're going to make it a little bit different if you have to go in the pits during the race. You will not be able to just come back on to the track. I'm not even sure you'll be able to. It may block you from doing so. Again, a very interesting race. I honestly, season finales here on iRacing tend to have lower car counts. I didn't expect to have to use my voice. It's going out as it is. That being said, there are roughly 35 to 37 drivers here in between there. I didn't get a good count. But over 30, at least over 35 cars here for tonight's race. So they absolutely are loving this new track. And, well, let's hope my voice does hold up. On a plus note, it does sound a little bit deeper, I think, than it did before. So, allergies tagging us pretty good here. But 3 minutes left on the clock. Let us know if you're in chat watching. I know we got a lot of people out there all over. We've been sharing this link with, trying to get some new faces in chat. So let us know if you're out there. I know we won't divulge his name, even though we do know it. Hopefully, Moto's out there watching. Maddie, if you're out there watching as well, shout out to Maddie over there streaming on Twitch during the early afternoon hours. So make sure you check them out. Haven't they glitched with the clouds going on again? We'll have to look into that here in the near future. We got 2.5 minutes left on the clock before we move into the actual qualifying of this. Qualifying should be very interesting, seeing how there are a absolute ton of cars here. I'm not sure who's going to get the fastest time. At the moment, Alex Brewer has the fastest time in the number one machine with a 18.413. We'll see if timing can even keep up tonight. With these different tracks, sometimes it has a issue with not wanting to keep up. It's not able to. DJ Kilinowski out on the track right now. He's currently fourth fastest, 18.509, and I don't see Corey Whitworth here tonight in the standings. Again, there is a ton of them, but I do not see your points leader and probably champion here for the season, Corey Whitworth. We'll have to wait and see if he does show up. Daniel Cummings here as well, and Rude Farnes here, Troy Wagman here tonight, Garrett Niebergy as well. Tyler Patton, we got some new names here. RJ Packer in here, Aaron Leitzel in here. So a few new faces along with the regulars that we are used to seeing. And there's Matt in chat, so obviously we'll say it there. But Matt, welcome to chat here tonight. Again, let's hope our voice holds out for this race. I have not done a whole lot of streaming this week because of not feeling good. But we are here again at Lernerville with just under a minute to go. We will go ahead and step away. This is that time we tell you, get to your concession stand, your personal concession stand. Go raid the fridge. Get you some popcorn, Matt. Grab you something to drink, something to snack on. You have less than a minute before we get into qualifying. It will be fast. It will be furious. And then we will move into heat racing. And we have up to 6 heat races here tonight, and I think we'll at least have 5 heat races, and we may fill all 6, and it is going to be a doozy of heat races here tonight. Some good racing. As you see him on the wall back there, we'll be back in 30 seconds with qualifying. Alright, it is time for qualifying. We'll put your top bar up onto the screen. Again, you're watching live RaceOnTexas.com YouTube channel for the World of Thunder Racing League. As we're going to jump down to the track with these drivers. We'll go straight into camera one if we could, as that is going to be the 7 of Mason Turner coming out onto the track here for qualifying. And looks like we're having some of the issues we had prior to the update. So we may have to look into that before this race is over. But having some issues again here that we thought we had sorted out. We'll look and see if that does continue. But we'll see. Right now it's going to be Dalton McLeod at the top of the charts in the number 30 Taco Bell machine. And he is going to get knocked down as Evan C. is going to jump ahead of him with an 18.839. And we'll just see how he does stack up against the rest of this field. There are a lot of cars still left to qualify. The top bar will tell you their time up there, so we won't go through every single one, as there are a lot of them. E.J. Jones with a 18.898 in the number 84 machine. He is currently second fastest here on the scoreboards in qualifying. Again, so many drivers here tonight, we can't possibly go through every single one of them. We will definitely do the best we can to cover all of them here tonight. If need be, we'll step to a commercial, maybe fix some of these settings if we can. Let's see. DJ Kalinowski in the number 13 machine, taking it to the top of the charts. Again, with a 18.826 as he just ran that time. That'll put him to second fastest here tonight. And it'll be interesting to see if he can keep the momentum going here. Again, I don't see Corey Whitworth. You're probably going to be championship driver. He may not be if you don't make it tonight. I don't know the official point standings on that, but he's going to hit the wall there for DJ Kalinowski, and he will shut it down. Blake Brown in the number 74 B machine out on track currently 10th fastest with a 19.004. Mason Turner, can't quite see where he's at, but he's on the track. There he is. Sitting in the pits, so he'll go ahead and retire it, as we'll go to Robert Tucker in the number 17 machine, almost driving it off the track. He'll keep it going in the right direction. That is going to be a huge thing here tonight, to not drive these cars off the back of the track. As you can easily do it in the corners, you can easily do it on the backstretch as well. And he's going to go ahead and shut it down. We'll jump over to Kane Williams here. His time's going to run out regardless, as he's having some connection issues anyway. So we'll get rid of the qualifying bar off your screen, as heat race number 1 going to be coming out. And we are having those same issues that we had prior to the update. It looks like we were good, so we will have to keep adjusting on those. We're thinking it's something with the actual 2080, even though we are not in SLI anymore. So we will definitely be looking into that to see what the problem is. That being said, only 4 heat races here tonight, folks. That means they are going to be packed with cars. Over 35 cars here for tonight's racing action. 24, I do believe, will make it, which means we will have probably a D main, a C main. Obviously we'll have a B main, but I'm not sure if we'll have a D or C main. We'll have to find out on that here in the very near future. But regardless of that, heat race number 1 going to be Evan C., followed by Dalton Cloud, Daniel Cummings Jr., Mason Turner, Ryan Ray, John, I believe that's Bragman. Yes, Bragman, Darren Literal, Garrett Niebergy, and it's going to be Jesse John Sherd. Again, we'll see if he takes to the grid. So far, he has not. They are sitting. Again, this is the first track the drivers have made their way from outside the track area. They are coming from the pits into the track. The first one ever here on iRacing Simulator. Matt, if you're wanting to drive, I've got some promo codes can get you on iRacing for 3 months free. All you need is an iRacing membership, and some of the cars are free. You have to license some of the others. It just depends on the amount. Depends on how, like NASCAR, stuff like that. Of course, you got to get the tracks as well, but some of those do come free, so I can get you a 3-month code, and we can get you on iRacing here You can use a joystick. I don't think you'd want to. You can use an Xbox controller as well. Or if you want to invest in a steering wheel, you can definitely do that. It would be good for more than other ones as well. But definitely we can get you that 3 months free on iRacing, and that ticking issue is about to drive me up a wall. We will definitely be working on that here tonight. Where we are, either way, green flag is out, 8 laps underway here for heat race number 1, and they are sideways coming out of the turn 4, as it is going to be the 33 of Evan Say out front. He is leading this race, and I believe it's Evan C, actually. I can't remember what the correct name was on that, but either way, Evan C out, or Evan Say out front, leading us. We're going to go see him, I believe that's right. Daniel Cummings right behind him in the number 24 machine. They're going to take it all the way to the bottom of the track. Is this going to be Ryan Ray in the number 15 machine, actually being scored as number 1 on the racetrack, chasing down the 7X of Mason Turner. Turner not giving that spot up as he drives it deep into the inside of the track, and he is going to close the door in that MDM UDTV World of Thunder number 7. Out front, though, is the 33 of Evan Say. He is out front leading this race, and he has no competition here at the moment. If you go all the way back to second place, Dalton Cloud, who is hanging on pretty good, but I'd say about 4 or 5 car lengths behind. He is just not quite there, and we got him tangling up in the back, the 36 and the 15, aka the 1, getting tangled together in the corner. They're going to get shoved to the back, so that's not going to change much up front, but that's going to allow Daniel Cummings Jr. in at 24. He'll take 3rd place now, trying to battle by the 30 of Dalton Cloud. He's right there with him. 4 laps to go, going to be 3 to go this time by for your leader, the 33 of, again, Evan C., who is out front leading this race, and he has led, okay, C, I thought that was right, I couldn't remember, thanks for letting us know one more time, so we've been away and been sick, we've lost all our memory, but Evan C. out front leading the race. Dalton Cloud right behind him, can't quite catch him, but here comes Daniel Cummings Jr. in that 24 machine. A nice looking number 24. Custom numbers on these machines. This track is getting extremely dusty here tonight, as we have 2 laps to go. It's going to be Evan C. out front. He's coming to get the white flag. Let's switch the cameras up here for a little bit. And you see right there, he takes the 1 to go. 1 lap to go here in heat race number 1 for the 33 of Evan C. Again, you could make some rhymes about that name and number there. And he is coming to get turn number 3 right there. He's in turn 3, coming into turn number 4. This will be the checkered flag for your race leader, and he will pick up the win here in heat race number 1, the 33 of Evan C. All right, gridding is in place for heat race number 2 of 4 here tonight, as we'll drop down with them. Heat race number 2 going to include DJ Kalinowski. That's going to be David Blackenberg, Blake Brown, Austin Anderson. We'll have Ron Powell in here tonight. We have not seen that name in a little bit. Kyle Moyer, I believe that is correct. Mitch Stiles, Aaron Leitzel, and looks like Jason McConnell, if he does show up so far. He is not taken to the grid, and it looks like he is going to miss the grid, so he'll be a scratch here for tonight's heat race number 2. And look at the embankment. You didn't think a dirt track had banking? Look at them as they come off this track. That is some serious bank coming off this track. iRacing looks like they may have got a little bit of this banking and a cushion down. Look at, again, just look how banked this track is. It is absolutely amazing. DJ Kalinowski fast. Can he put the win down here in heat race number 2? All right, heat race number 2 getting ready to go as we are here for the season finale for the World of Thunder Racing League here on RaceOnTexas.com YouTube channel. We thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Share it, like it, subscribe, do what you got to do, pass it along, get this out to all your friends as these guys have been racing all season long, and it comes down to this. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing 8 laps to go. Unfortunately, the new update here did not come out with the caution laps not counting, so caution laps will count. But here in the next hotfix, iRacing has already announced caution laps not going to be counting, and that will be a huge factor in these races as we got cars bumping off the wall here, coming to the front stretch. 7 laps to go. They're side by side. That's going to be Blake Brown in the 74B, followed by the 16 of David Blackbird. Blackbird going up 23 as well. This is going to be the 123, 28A, either way. Almost taking that car all the way off the track, but he keeps it going. As we move back to the front, they're still side by side for second place. This track is utterly, ridiculously dusty here tonight, and they're having to fight through it. Every driver on an even playing field, regardless of who you are. The 16 going to get shuffled back, though, to third place, and almost, so he does get into the wall, goes up the little banking there in the front stretch. And again, look how dusty this track is. You cannot even see what you're looking at right now. That's it's going to be scored actually as the, I believe it's the 123 of Austin Anderson. That is getting very close there, but DJ Kilinowski leading them to the line. 4 laps to go here in heat race number 2. No real competition for him here so far. Blake Brown, though, still under fire from David Blackburn, but not going to be enough. Here comes Brown for the race lead. Not going to happen. He's going to have to settle back for the second position, but he is not done just yet. He's going to try to go one more time. Let's go on board with him for the helmet cam here if we can. As you see right there, Blake Brown in that 74 machine going to try to make a side job into turn 4. Not enough. We have 2 laps to go here for the moment, and he has just not quite got enough. If he wants to get the lead, he's going to have to try just a little bit harder if he wants to take away the win here in heat race number 2 of 4. And he's going to try to send it, but no, he's got mad respect for his fellow competitors. 1 lap to go. This is his last chance. They enter turn number 1 to get the lead. And so far, not happening. Down the back stretch they go into turn number 3 and 4 for the last time here in heat race number 2. DJ Kilinowski out front leading heat race number 2, and that's how it's going to stay. As they come to the line, it's going to be DJ Kilinowski picking up heat race number 2 win here in the number 13 machine. All right, heat race number 3 of 4 coming out onto the track here momentarily, and it's going to be E.J. Jones, Eric Ekstad, I believe is how you pronounce that name, Eric Scaff. So we have 3 Erics there. I believe that's, well, 2 technically. Tyler Batten, Brent Fair, David Wells, Bailey Hip, Troy Wagman not making the call so far. And it looks like he's not going to. And Edward Farnes going to be making the call as well. So we'll switch the camera up here just a little bit on you. So Troy Wagman Jr. not making the call. He'll be the scratch here in heat race number 3. But your pole sitter going to be E.J. Jones in the number 84 machine. We'll see if he can get that Michelob Ultra number 84 into victory lane. He's got a handful beside him. Eric Ekstad going to make it very difficult, as well as Eric Scaff going to make it hard. Brent Fair, someone you got to watch out for. Bailey Hip, we've heard the name before. Haven't seen him race too much in this series. We'll see if he can hold it off here in the number 84 machine to get heat race number 3 win. We are set to go. Heat race number 3 of 4 And again, we'll let you know. I do believe we'll probably have a D main, C main, and B main here tonight. So we are about ready to light the candles, get the party started here for this one. We stole that from someone else. We don't care. Hashtag not sorry. Let's drop the hammer. Green flag is out, and we are racing here in heat race number 3. As it's going to be E.J. Jones out front in a very good jump for him, and that number 84 machine. And it looks like he got some full velocity racing network on the back of the car as well. So big shout out to them. I believe that is what it says on the back. So again, big shout out to them. Another fellow competitor, I guess you could say, whatever you want to call it, broadcast company out there. So we got the number 12 of Eric Eckstadt trying to run down the leader, but he's got company from Eric Scaff, who's running him down in the 26E machine. So battle of the Erics here in second and third place. As it looks like Eric Eckstack's going to take way up to the high side. That's going to allow Scaff to catch up with him. Scaff trying to run him down, but just can't quite do it. And we'll see. He's going to keep battling. And look how close they're getting to the edge of this track. You want to see how just close they are getting. Let's go on board here with Eric Scaff. You can see just how close. Look, there is no wall here. If they get too close, they're going to go off the back of this track, and we're having that issue with the track there a little bit. We're going to have to dig into what is possibly causing that. But good news is I don't think it's too bad. Look how close they are getting to this wall. These cars are absolutely bouncing all over the place here with 4 laps to go. Your leader, E.J. Jones. Again, this is the first track we have had where the walls are not on the back of the track. You can see right there, there's absolutely no wall. Outside pits. This is the first here on iRacing for anyone. But there is your leader, E.J. Jones, just on a Sunday cruise right now. Out front, nothing to worry about. It's really, if he makes a mistake, it's going to be because of himself, nobody else, as this track is laying some black down. Again, these tires don't have tire wear. That is not rubber you're seeing laid down on the track. That is just tire wear, or just slick. It's not grip. So it's slick there. You do not want to necessarily go through it. They have no choice really, though, so they have to go through it. Because of just how much it is. So it's going to make it interesting come feature time here for your A main event. But the white flag is out for E.J. Jones, meaning the last lap is underway as he heads into turn number 3. Now to turn number 4. He will pick up the win here in heat race number 3 right there, and he does it. Heat race 3 winner going to be E.J. Jones in the number 84 machine. All right, so we are ready for heat race number 4. It's going to be Alex Brewer, Robert Tucker, Randall Carter, Kane Williams, RJ Packer. It looks like Gregory Sager going to make it. Cole Edwards and James Ray going to be scratches here for heat race number 4. As these cars are getting onto the track here, having to go over that little, well, I wouldn't call it a berm really, but over the little packing up there where the track has progressively got that banking a little bit further up. Just got the notification, if we can speak properly here tonight. Matt Miller, thanks for the follow as we are ready to go. Alex Brewer in the number 1 machine. He's ready to get the party started and lay the hammer down here tonight in your 4th and final heat race. Again, we'll see just how many mains we have here tonight. Again, we thought it would be a short night here because this is the season finale. We didn't expect as many cars as we did. We had a field here tonight, like 40 cars nearly showing up here for tonight's race. That is a lot of drivers. That is the biggest field I think we've had all season long. And they're about to show why they are some of the best here on iRacing. Green flag's out, and we are racing. as it's going to be Alex Brewer out front in the number 1 machine. He kicks that thing sideways, so little dust as we go into the back stretch here. Randall Carter behind him, and Randall Carter in that 37 machine putting a good run together. Behind him is going to be the 406 of RJ Packer up at the very high side. That is going to be, I'm not sure who that is, a 777. That is going to be Kane Williams in that 777 machine. And we'll see if those 3 sevens bring him any luck here. Obviously a 7, a lucky number, I guess, depending on how you look at it. But Robert Tucker just ahead of him in the 17. And, whoa, that's what we were afraid of right there, into the outside wall. Kane Williams, 777, not bringing him much luck here tonight as he gets into the outside wall, going over the outside of the track, and he is going to be way out of shape, and he'll fall all the way from about 4th to 6th position. Lucky for him, Cole Edwards, and James Ray did not start, but out front, Alex Brewer right now with 5 laps to go here in your 4th and final heat race. Again, Alex Brewer on a move here tonight. He has pretty much checked out from his fields, and not so much now. He was a little bit further ahead, but it looks like Randall Carter's starting to reel him down as they come right there. We'll zoom out, and you'll see they go to get the 4 laps to go. That last time by, going to be 3 to go next time by for your race leader, Alex Brewer. We'll see when he comes to the line. An awesome looking facility here. Right there, he has 3 laps to go. That is all that remains here in heat race number 4. And again, this is your final heat race of the night. It goes fast. Once we get it going, we'll see. Hopefully, we'll get the word in from Race Control how many will be advancing past the mains here in just a little bit, as that's where we will be watching. 2 laps to go. Randall Carter, can he run down your leader, Alex Brewer, here tonight? Brewer, pure domination here in heat race number 4. He has not looked any better. Of course, maybe the first second time we've ever seen him race. Brewer coming to get the 1 to go. White flag is in the air. Last lap for heat race action here tonight. Before we move on to the mains, it's the number 1 of Alex Brewer on the backstretch. Can't quite see him for the signs every once in a while. Until he is about to make a history there. And he will be your 4th and final heat race winner, Alex Brewer, in the number 1 machine, picking up the win here in heat race number 4. Alright, we will not have a C main here tonight. Our D main, sorry. We will have a C main, a B main, a warm-up, and then your A main event coming up here in just a little bit. Obviously, we thought we would be done by now, but we are super stoked. The voice may not be cooperating as much as we'd like it to, but we are absolutely super stoked that it wasn't a short night, that this many people showed up here to race for the season finale, going out with a bang here for the World of Thunder Racing League Street Stock Series. Couldn't ask for anything more, as it's going to be Garrett Niebergy, Brent Fair, Ryan Ray, Bailey Hip, Darren Little, Tyler Batten, John Bragman, going to be your 7 drivers here in the C main. Edward Farnes, Jesse John Deshurd, and Troy Wagman not going to be here. They're not going to be in the race. They're scratches here for the C main, as Garrett Niebergy going to be your leader here. Not really pole sitter, but you should call him that, the leader of this race, and he's having some major connection issues here in that number 19 machine. So we'll see if he can hang on to it. The 01, or we'll say the 013, the Outlaw, Brent Fair going to be on the outside as they're getting ready. Green flag's out, and we are racing here for the first time in the C main, and they're getting all sorts out of shape behind them. Meanwhile, it's going to be the 19 of Garrett Nebergy that takes it to the bottom. He gets out of shape. He keeps it going, though, in the right direction. And we'll see. Here comes the 26. That's going to be, or sorry, the 28. That's going to be Bailey Hip trying to get into the inside of the 01 of Fair. Fair not having any of it. Here comes the 23 of Tyler Batten. Batten trying to kind of beating Batten his way through, but doesn't work. He's going to have to find a different way to get around these two as the 013 and the 28 of Fair and Hip not letting him through in any way. They're fighting and clawing to hang on to that position. We'll see how it all plays out in the end for everybody. Side by side is going to be the 28 and the 23. That is going to be Hip and Batten battling side by side, trying to figure out who is going to get to that position. Meanwhile, they're all running down this guy right here, the 19 of Garrett Nebergy. Nebergy out front with 7 laps to go here in your C main. Again, we did not have a D main. We will have a B main. And there's going to be a lot of cars in it as well. So everybody trying to battle for the position here. So we get the word here. It is listed as a C main and a B main, but they're actually being called 2 B mains. We will take the top 4 from each race. So the top 4 drivers from each race, this one and the next race, we'll move on to the feature race. Right now, that is the 23 of Tyler Batten. He's hanging on to that 4th position, the first car out. Darren Literal is on the bubble spot. If he does not gain one more spot, he will not be moving on to tonight's A-main event. And he's going to try it on the outside. We're going to see him side by side for at least a split second. As of right now, Literal, Ray, and Bragman out of the feature race, and a little rubbing going on, and this is for a transfer position right now. Darren Literal has the spot to move into the A-main event later on tonight, and they're going to beat doors just a little bit more. You would expect nothing less when these guys have so much on the line. They're not going to wreck each other, but they will race each other extremely hard. And you see right there, Literal trying to get up there and give him a little bit of pressure. Doesn't quite work out. He's still digging to try to get it. Going to be 2 laps to go right there. 2 to go for Garrett Nebergy out front. Literal has to find a way to get around this 23 of Batten. Batten holding him off, as right now it's going to be Nebergy, Fair, Hip, and Batten moving on to the A-main event later on tonight. And Literal, Ray, and Bragman going to be left eating the dust of these guys as they have to pack it up just a little bit earlier than they wanted to. But Garrett Nebergy coming to get the checkered flag this time by, as he will pick up the win here in the C-main, and it's going to be Nebergy, Fair, Hip, and Batten moving on to the final A-main event here in the first B-main, followed by your second B-main coming up here in just a few moments. All right, we are moving out to your second B-main, and we're seeing the same issues. We may have to check with the streaming computer here. It may be in SLI mode. It's not supposed to be. It may have somehow got put back into it. We will have to check in on that. But definitely something going wrong. Hopefully it's not going to affect too much. You will see a little bit of a blinking there on the track. We will have to just deal with that here tonight. We do apologize for that, but we will address that after tonight's race, and we'll get in with support with iRacing tomorrow if needed. That being said, your second B main here for the night is going to be Kyle Moyer, Gregory Sager, Mitch Stiles, Kane Williams, and Aaron Leitzel. It looks like Ron Piles, Cole Edwards, James Ray, and Jason McConnell not going to make the call here. So 4 scratches here in your second B main. Again, we do apologize for that blinking on the track. It is something to do with iRacing and our graphics card here in the computer. We're going to have to get that sorted out. Hopefully, we can maybe get it sorted out here in just a bit. Or it will just go away on its own. It appears on its own, so hopefully it'll go away on its own. We do apologize for that. Obviously, it looks a little worse on the darker spots of the track. So we'll see what we can do during the intermission here to get that sorted out. We can speak properly. To 4 drivers going to be advancing. That means 1 driver not going to be making it to the next round. That's sad for these guys here. If only 1 driver's not going to be making it, that is it's definitely bad for that 1 driver. But we got the green flag and we are racing here for the first time here in your second B main. Caution free so far. And it looks like they're going to beat and bang all the way back. Here's the number 12 of Gregory Sager, definitely beating and banging back here in the back of the field. He is trying to fight his way to the front. We also have the 12 up here. That is your 3rd place car. That is Aaron Leitzel in the number 12 machine, getting a little beating and banging going on as well. We'll see how he does fare. Whoo! We got contact between the 12 and the 54. That is going to be Aaron Leitzel and Mitch Stiles. Again, they are battling for transfer positions. This right here is your transfer position. 5th place is that 212 or 712, sorry, of Sager. Sager on the outside. He's trying to get by Aaron Leitzel in the 12, as well as the 54 of Mitch Stiles. They all want to make it to the final race. However, only one of these guys is going to go home. The other 4 will make it, so it'll be interesting to see who makes it, who goes home here in just a little bit. But at the moment, that is Gregory Sager. That is the one not going to be making it to the final race. Out front, though, is the 111 of Kyle Moyer. He is out front here. 6 laps to go in this second B main here tonight. Again, top 4 make it to your A main coming up in roughly about 10 minutes or so. We will have a little bit of a warm-up. These guys are going to go out there and tear this track up just a little bit more, get it the way they like it. From the ones that came out a long time ago, especially in the heat races, and they won, they have not touched this track since then. They want to get a little bit more practice in, mess with that gearing just a little bit, see if they can't fix some things on the car, make it just a little bit better. But you see there, Sager did get by Kane Williams, so now he's in a good spot. Kane Williams on the bubble spot in that 777 machine, trying to work his way, but it looks like he may be the lone man going home here out of the second B main tonight. We'll keep an eye on the back of this field. We have 3 laps to go for Kyle Moyer out front. He's been there all race long. You know, you see out front, he's leading, but this is the B main. He's still going to be towards the back of the field when we move on to the actual main event here in just a little bit. So even though he's doing a good job right now, the fact that he will still be further back in this field can't be far from his mind as he's coming to get the white flag. 1 lap to go for your leader, Kyle Moyer, in that 111 machine. All he's got to do is hang on just a little bit more, and he will put this 111 machine into the final race. And right now it's still as it was, as he will pick up the win here in the second B main. It's going to be Moyer, Leitzel, Stiles, and Sager going to be making it. The lone man going home out of this one's going to be the 777 of Kane Williams, as they are going to let him loose here for 3 minutes on the clock. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break, and we will be right back here in just a few moments. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here for your 35 lap A main event. Excuse me, there goes that voice. We're going to hang on to it. Of course, there will be a salute to the fans, I do believe, here, as we were told 35 laps, so 40 laps showing. We will race 35 of them. But before we get to going, this is your unofficial lineup. They may have some changes in there that we're unaware of, but it's going to be, as we know it anyway, Evan C., DJ Kilinowski lining up on row number 1, followed by EJ Jones, Alex Brewer, Dalton Cloud, Blake Brown, Eric Exdad, Randall Carter, Mason Turner, David Blackberg, Eric Scaff, R.J. Packer, Daniel Cummings Jr., Austin Anderson, David Wells, Robert Tucker, Garrett Nieberge, Kyle Moyer, Brett Fair, Aaron Leitzel, Bailey Hip, Mitch Stiles, Tyler Batten, and Gregory Sager are going to be your field here for tonight's A main 35 lap event. As we are super stoked to be here. A huge turnout for tonight's race. Probably one of the biggest turnouts we have had all season. It just happens to be the season finale. You couldn't ask for much more. let's get this party started. You are going to be in for a little bit of a treat here. If you've never been to a real-life dirt track race, well, you're about to see what they do when the fans turn out, and we got plenty of them here tonight tuning in for tonight's race. First of all, while they're getting everything set up here, let us know where you are from here tonight. Where are you tuning in here from? Obviously, we know we got a lot of fans from all over the place. Let us know, too. Are you from thing? And actually, it looks like we are not going to... yeah, there we go. Okay, yellow flag has been thrown. So let us know where you're from, where you're tuning in from. Are you from the actual real-life racing thing, or are you here just for the sim racing, or are you new altogether? Let us know, as the caution will come out, and I'm thinking that was probably a schedule, and I'm not sure. We don't see anybody off pace back behind there, and we figured they would do a 3 or 4 wide salute. But maybe not the case, as we do have the 12 of Eric Exnat slow on the track. We may have to get a confirmation on race control if that was a false start there, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe they're just going to run 40 laps. But we did think it was 35 on the schedule. But it looks like they're going to go ahead and line them back up here as everyone coming to a stop. Pace truck coming around the track, so definitely a different start there. We'll have to clarify that with race control. DJ Kilinowski being scored as your race leader here at the moment. All right, we are regrouping them here, and that was to regroup them. That was why that caution was out, and we are racing now. 35 laps is what remains here in tonight's A main event. As it's going to be Evan C. Alfred, DJ Kilinowski behind him, and the caution coming out once again. We're going to take a look here and see what the problem may have been. As we'll go back to the replay cam, and I don't again see anybody off base. So I'm not sure what the caution was indeed for. Either way, the caution was thrown. We'll regroup them, restack them, and try one more time. Before they get too many cautions, they will resort to a single file restart. We'll see. A single file would not be beneficial to anybody here. This track's so small. That would put people nearly at the tail end. The leader would be catching them before they ever got to the start-finish line. We'll see. It's going to be a double file restart here. This time, we'll take a look there. You see, you've had 2 cautions here for the handover record service cautions for 4 laps as the pace truck, I believe, is getting ready to pull off the track here momentarily. We'll see when he does. So far, not pulling off. Good news, the blinking of the track is gone. But we're definitely going to have to address there. I think these may be somehow put back in SLI, and they were not supposed to be for the graphics cards. But either way, we will get that all sorted out, as we are just about ready to get this thing going. The lights are off on the pace truck. We're ready to rip and roar and get these cars going one more time here at Lernerville. You're watching the World of Thunder Racing League here on RaceOnTexas.com YouTube channel here. 35 laps is all that remains. The pace truck dives off where it should be in the pits, and we set to go. They are going to go single file here for the restart. We're racing one more time This is going to be Evan C. out front. Here comes DJ Kalinowski to the inside. Not quite enough. He's going to keep digging on the inside. Behind him is going to be Alex Brewer, E.J. Jones, and Blake Brown. They're going to be your top five. Here comes Blake Brown in the 74, but it's going to be the 84 of E.J. Jones that's sticking it to the 74 on the inside. They're all chasing down Alex Brewer here. Not your race leader, your third place car. As he was leading his heat race, and he will eventually have won that. And here comes the 84 of E.J. Jones. Jones to the inside of Brewer. Brewer not having any of that. Here comes Brown to the outside. So what can Brown do for you? Will take your spot away. That's exactly what he just did from him. As we are going to have a caution, and this time it's going to be for Mason Turner in the 7 machine as he's trying to get that car turned around. Let's go back and take a look, see what happened here on the replay camera. He goes 3 wide with the 23A and the 12 of Xstat, and contact made. No, maybe not. We'll see. And woo, right there, he gets a little contact made from the 12 of Eric Xstat, and then more contact right there, and that sends him into the inside wall or barrier or whatever you want to call it. And that will, in the end, push him to the back of the pack here, all the way to 24th spot. Keeping in mind, Mason Turner, if you look here, he started in 9th to 24th, so he has fallen back quite a bit because of that. Has damage to the nose of that car. That's going to hurt him here in the long run. We'll see. I don't think it's going to hurt him too much, but it definitely will hurt just a little bit. We are just about ready to get this thing going one more time, though, as the pace truck is going to be driving off, or has dove off, my apologies, and we are set to go as they go behind there. Oh, there it is. Never mind, the truck has not pulled off. It is just hidden there out of sight. We'll see if the lights go off this time. We'll go on board with your race leader here with his helmet cam, and that visor is filthy. Going to be pulling a tear off here momentarily, I'm sure, trying to save him as much as he can, even though they do have unlimited tear-offs in here. Obviously not a fan of that. I think you should have limited tear-offs. But regardless of that, let's go back here. Let's go to 6th place, which is, of course, Randall Carter here at the moment for the restart in that 37 machine. You can see everyone up on the high side where they should be. And this track's really dusty, so being back here even in 6th place gonna be a tough one as the green flag comes back out to start lap number 15 of 40, and you'll see he immediately goes to the bottom to try to get by these guys. And we'll go back to our main camera here. And this field absolutely huge. You've got 24 cars starting tonight's race. Everybody is in the race pretty much, except for, I believe, one driver, and that is going to be Tyler Batten. So it looks like Aaron Leitzel going to call it a night. Maybe not. He's going into the pits. We'll see if he can do it. We're going to go back to the front, though. There's your race leader, Evan C. out front in that 33 machine. He has checked out. Look, there's 2nd place, and 3rd, 4th, and 5th as well. Alex Brewer, Kalinowski, Jones, and we got them shaking up in the back still. No caution coming out for those guys beating and banging back there, but the front of this field really spread out a lot more than the back, as you got the 84 machine trying to run down. That is Jones trying to run down Brewer to take 2nd place. Meanwhile, Kalinowski trying to get his nose in there to take the position from both of them. We go back a little ways in the field. We got one off the track. I'm not sure who it is. And we also have the 7X of Turner going off the track. Cars going left and right, but still we stay without caution here so far. Caution coming out here, and this time it's going to be for Alex Brewer in the 1. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened. What happened to the 1? Did he have contact from the 84 machine of E.J. Jones, and much contact there, and that will send the 84 around. I can promise you That's Alex Brewer will not be sending E.J. Jones any Christmas cards here this season for the holidays, as Christmas coming up here in the very near future. That is one less present he is going to have to buy when it comes to Christmas this year. And again, they may have already apologized to each other. We don't know that, so we just have to assume that tempers are going to be flaring just a little bit here, as it is dirt track racing. Again, we won't say anything's intentional. We will just say that he has one less Christmas present he has to buy. That being said, again, let us know where you are tuning in here from tonight, as it has been an absolute blast to cover this series. We still have a lot of racing left in this series, as we're on board for a 2-year contract, about a year and a half left to go still before that season, or before that contract comes to an end. So we'll definitely be enjoying finishing up that contract. Absolutely love this series. Steven that runs this whole thing, Daniel Passmore, that runs this series, absolutely love. We get the information we need, we get it promptly. It's just amazing to work with these guys. But any given night, you can expect some good racing. Evan C, though, out front leading this thing here. We're over the halfway point of tonight's race. Of course, don't leave after the racing action, as we still have the post-race show. And Matt, if you're still here with us, let us know if we got anything scheduled for after this broadcast. Yeah, Matt Miller, if you're out there, let us know if there's anything planned after this that we need to stay on for, because we'll probably be up anyway. But either way of that, Evan C out front, E.J. Jones taking second place, Kalinowski hanging on to third place, followed by David Blackberg hanging on there as well. We got a nice little pack going on right in this group right here. Back in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th places. They're beating and banging. That's going to be the 28 machine of Bailey Hip. That is going there. They're going to go 3 wide going into turn number 3, and I don't know how well that's going to work out for them. They make it work somehow, as they go out of the corner, still almost 3 wide, as connection issues causing problems here for Bailey Hip, but he's back on the track and going again. We'll see. Again, we got one going around. The caution's going to go out, and that's going to be for the 17. Good grief of Robert Tucker. Let's go back and take a look. And you can see one of our first drivers now to take the car off the racing surface. Did he have help is the question. And so far, nothing. There is the 30 around him. And I don't know if he did have help. He takes it right there and just drives it off the track all by himself. And the caution will come out for that, as he has to pull it back out onto the racetrack. Again, we'll see, depending on what track you're at, that may or may not have been a caution in real life. But this is not real life, this is a sim. The caution comes out, and we regroup the field one more time here to start lap. I believe number 30 is what will be. We'll have about 10 to go when we take the green flag. Alright, apologize for that. Again, trying to hang our voice in there as long as we can. And again, I believe our champion here will be Corey Whitworth. We'll have to clarify that, but he is not here tonight racing with us. So, not sure there, but the pace truck gonna drive off, which means we are going racing one more time. As you'll see right there, they will start lap number 30. 10 laps to go. Next time by for the 33 machine of Evan C. E.J. Jones right behind him. And the 84 machine not quite going to have enough. He's going to keep digging. We come to the line this time by. as you will get the right there 10 laps to go. That's all that remains here in your A main event. 10 to go here in your A main race. EJ Jones trying to run down Evan C. C has led, well, every lap of this race so far. He's now at his 30th lap coming to the line. He's had really no competition up there, but right now EJ Jones giving him a run for his money. Well, can he catch him is the question. He is definitely right there with him, trying to hang on to it. And no, he just can't quite get him, but he's going to keep digging. He may have to put a stamp on that car and send it if he wants to have the race win here tonight, as Evan C. has been so good, and we'll definitely be seeing him in victory lane if he is unable to get by, if Jones is unable to get by him here in just a little bit. But we'll see. That is going to be a tough task to do, I think, as the caution is going to come out. And it looks like it's going to be for Blake Brown in that 74B machine. They were 3 wide here in the replay. We'll see exactly what happened. He's racing with the 37 and the 111. He slides up right there, gets a little bit of a bumper. So far, didn't do anything to him. And more beating and banging going on. And right there, he gets the bumper and upside down over into the outside wall. Over the track he goes, and his night is done, along with the 111 of Kyle Moyer, who is in the pits as well. So 2 drivers now out of the race after contact going into turn number 3. Well, green-white checkers are on, and we may attempt one of them here. We'll see. If we get down to 3 to go, we will go into a green-white checker territory. So this race will not end under caution. Again, hotfix is going to be coming out hopefully sometime this week from iRacing. That will allow caution laps not to count. They had it in here. But big props to iRacing. They didn't release it. It was broke. Something broke along the way. They didn't release it. They could have just put it out there half broken, but they didn't do that. So big props to iRacing for not putting out a half-done, broken pile of poo. They actually fixed it, or are fixing it, instead of putting it out broken. So mad respect for iRacing for that. I would rather have something that works properly than halfway works, as I know these drivers and league owners would as well. We've been waiting a long time for it, and we obviously want it to work as best as possible. That being said, it is going to be 3 laps to go, and we take the green flag this time by. And the 84 trying to time that one, but didn't time it quite as good as he wanted to, as that car is bouncing big time for EJ Jones. So EJ Jones right there in the 84 machine. And meanwhile, out front still Evan C. C trying to get it, and here comes DJ Kilinowski to the inside. He's going to slide up. Oh, the 84 into the outside wall. He comes back, and he is going to cause a huge chain reaction, and he's going to go all the way to the back because of that one. And that will put him with heavy damage. We will go into green-white territory now. Let's replay this whole incident. What happened to the 84? Maybe he just overdrove it just a little bit, trying to get in there. So the 13 of DJ Kilinowski slides up. It was not a dirty slider at all. He pushed him up a little bit, but he had plenty of room. I don't think it was any fault to the 13. The 84 had room. He just got over the edge of the track and around he went. You see the heavy damage to that machine. He will fire it up and keep going, but you can see a lot of chrome in there, a lot of shining coming off that radiator. The engine compartment completely open now, as he is going to take it off the track, it looks like. Unfortunately, EJ Jones running second. His night is going to be done, as he is going to, I'm not sure where he's going with that car. He is going to take it into the pits, so his night is done here a little bit earlier than he wanted it to. So that'll bring us back to the front. Is this going to be Evan C. out front leading this race, as we are in green, white, checkered when we get the green flag this next time by. All right, green flag is out and we are racing. We're getting a little sideways back behind. And so they'll keep it going. 712 loose, but the green flag comes out either way. We jump over to your race leader. And no surprise, he got a good jump. Here comes DJ Kilinowski trying to make something happen. We're going to get the white flag this time by 1 lap to go for your race leader, Evan C. Out front leading this race, followed by DJ Kilinowski and David Blackberg. As we'll take a look, the white flag has been presented. Checkered flag coming out now for your race leader, Evan C. Can he do it? Kilinowski into the outside wall. And your race winner is going to be Evan C. And it looks like Kilinowski going to end up finishing in about 5th position. Second place is going to go to the 12 of Eric Ekstad. And then third place will go to David Blackberg here tonight. But your race winner right there, pulling it into victory lane. That is going to be the 33 of Evan C. We'll be talking to him here in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. It's the post-race show coming up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with your post-race show here. Again, this is our last one for the season as well, as it has come to an end. But we do have our third place driver here with us, and that is going to be the 16 of David. He did a fantastic job here tonight. A lot of cars to end with the season finale. So, of course, we have to ask, what was it like to come in with such a huge field here for the season finale and get a third place finish to end it?
Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Oh yeah, that was a wild finish, huh?
I
didn't quite get you first. I was trying to mess with my team speak there, and I just got you on. So.
Well, we were just asking that, this is the season finale. Obviously, it's coming to an end here, but, we've had 10, 15, 12 cars, whatever it may be. But to come in here with 35 plus cars for the season finale on a brand new track that just came out, how does it feel to get a third place finish with such a stout field and on a new track?
Yeah, it feels really good. Yeah, I didn't even know about this league until like 10 minutes before the race tonight. Eric actually told me about it, asked if I was going to run, and I said, I'm not even in that league. And I got the admin to add me, and just got in, and we fumbled around with some sets, and I wasn't the fastest car out there, but I maintained and took home a third.
Well, definitely, obviously, doesn't matter where you start, it just matters where you finish. You did it here tonight, getting that third place. Now, the racing was amazing, but we kind of want to, talk a little bit about, this track itself. And what your thoughts are on it is because it is a brand new track, nobody has a whole lot of practice on it. So comparing it to some of the tracks we've had, especially not having any walls here, how much different and how much more fun or maybe less fun was this track?
It's a lot different not having walls. As you can see on that last lap, DJ went over the edge there and made for a wild finish. But as far as the racing goes, I think it makes for really good racing. You got people that are a little bit nervous to get up to the wall and run like a few feet off of the edge, but it can sure bite you really fast. It makes for multiple grooves, mid, low, high, especially how they did the track tonight. The track was awesome. It was just really racy and good night overall.
Well, it definitely was. Obviously, you come in for your very first race on the very last race of the season, and you get a top three. You can't complain about that too much. A awesome night of racing here for you. I'm sure you got some shout-outs and probably some sponsors on the car you need to thank. So who would those be for that third place finish?
Well, I want to congratulate Evan on his win. I got to thank Team Dirt Warrior. We threw together something really quick right before the race, and we were all pretty fast. I got to thank Crash Panda Graphics for putting an awesome wrap on the car. My girlfriend Holly for always supporting me and watching me every night race. And I got to thank you for doing an awesome broadcast.
All right. Well, again, congrats on the third place finish here tonight, and hopefully we'll see more of you in the coming season. I'm sure there'll be a new season starting up here in just a couple of weeks. That being said, we do have Eric here, the number 12, your second place driver tonight. He was running about third or fourth there. Coming to the line, and then of course we saw DJ Konowski get into the outside, or the inside, it was the outside wall on the front stretch. Went up there off the track just a little bit, and chaos ensuing there, literally coming to the checkered flag. What was going through your mind then and all race long, really, here at this new track?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it was a wild ending. I just kind of running fifth for most of the race here. Kept catching the cautions right. Kind of staying out of trouble. Leaving some room. Ended up getting pretty lucky at the beginning of the race. Got caught up in the start was kind of goofed up, and I ran over the back of someone and went to the back of the field. But with the chaos with the pace car, somehow I ended up somewhere in the middle of the field. But yeah, it was crazy. I was just happy to finish the race and without any incident. And yeah, coming out of in the 3 and 4 there, I seen DJ get up on the berm there, and it looked like he smacked the wall and it just shot him across the track. But we'll take the second anytime.
Definitely, obviously, second is a good place to finish anytime you come here. Obviously, this season is to an end. If you had to come back here and race again, obviously, we hope you do. Are you kind of rooting for these cars again, or you want to mix it up a little bit? How was this season with these cars going on?
Yeah, we usually run our other league here on Wednesday nights. The DWR League, that's where we're usually at Raw for week 13. But we ran with World Thunder, some of us a few seasons ago when they ran the streets. We're mostly street guys, just raising some heck out here, Yeah, I'd push for them. If they ran a different night, we'd sure try to join them more often.
Well, definitely. We may have to make something happen. We'll push them. Definitely. Obviously, glad to have y'all here. Some great racing. That being said, one last question before we let you thank your sponsors, and that is the track itself. Like it, love it, hate it. What's your thoughts on the new track here at Lernerville?
Mixed feelings so far. I really was rooting for Kokomo when it came out, and I have a real hate relationship with that. Uh, I hope for something new, something with no walls, no wall riding. It's really cool to see some of these guys that are very talented in iRacing and how they fear the edge of that berm, the top of the track. It's kind of nice watching the lines that people are developing already, kind of all over the place. It's been kind of neat. We put just a few races in myself here at this track so far. First time I run on a slicked off track, so it was very interesting, but it was a lot of fun.
Definitely was a blast out there watching y'all. And of course, any sponsors on the car and any shots you need to give for that second place finish.
You got a lot of time. No, first of all, I want to thank Team Dirt Warrior, guys that we run with. Great group of guys. We got a pretty strong team, I think, building here that we're going to share some secrets in and see what we can come up with. I want to thank BladeNode.com. Come on board as a primary sponsor for me here for the last few months. They do a lot for me. I thank Vlad and Sam on that. We got to thank DWRL. Got to thank Eichstad Wraps for putting the wraps on the car. The boss, my wife, Full Velocity Race Network. Got to plug them always. Good friends. Evil One Graphics, Junk Fabrications, and 72 D-Man Racing.
All right. Well, again, congrats on second place. And we're losing the voice. So before we completely lose the voice, we are going to jump over to our race winner here tonight. Evan C. bring home the win in that 33 machine here tonight. Really not much anybody was touching you here tonight. You led, I believe, every lap of this race. What was it out front? You had the cleanest view. It was getting a little dusty behind there. What was your perspective here on this race, and just how was this track handling for you?
Yeah, it was pretty good to start off with handling wise. I knew DJ was going to be pretty fast here, and also EJ Jones. And towards the end of the race, I just started getting a little bit loose, and they kind of closed in on me. And I was waiting for one of those guys to make a move, and they just ended up kind of going off the track. They were both in the same spot, so and DJ on the last lap went off there. So it was a pretty good race overall. Up front, we just had a fast, consistent car all night, and just kept it clean and didn't make any mistakes really.
Well, again, mistake-free is obviously the way you want to do it. You did it here. This obviously ends the season. Same question there, kind of. Do you want to see the Street Stocks return, if I can get that word out? Or do you like mixing it up? Do you want to see something different next season, possibly?
Yeah, I definitely like the open setup street stocks. There's a whole lot of leagues that run late models and stuff like that. There's not a whole lot of leagues that run open setup street stocks, and it's definitely fun to try and figure out what makes these cars go around the track compared to the late models and stuff that I usually run. So I only did 2 races here this season, but both times it was fun to get out and run the open setup street stock stuff.
Well, you talk about a limited schedule here. Regardless of that, you dominated when you were here, and just to talk about the huge fields here tonight to end with this, we didn't expect it. Not sure. I don't know anybody expected quite as many here. We expected probably around 15, maybe 20, but to have over 35 cars here tonight, a huge strength of field. Getting a win is one thing, but when you get a win with this caliber, this many drivers, and this strong of drivers, does it make that win just a little bit more sweet?
Yeah, it does. I knew it'd be pretty fast going into here. I didn't know who else would be running this race, or just kind of wanted to have some fun, but yeah, it definitely does make it better to win against tougher competition than the street stocks. Guys like DJ and EJ, they're always fast in street stock, so to always be able to race against them and come out on top is always nice.
Well, you did come out on top. And before we let you go here, we know you got some sponsors and shout-outs you got to give. So who those be for the win here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank Team VLR, Supermoon Graphics, Kevin Deadman and Dirty Grass Soul, Cap Brown Screen Printing, Captain Ben Morgan, FTP, and Iris Knife Flag, and thank you all for the broadcast.
All right. Well, again, congrats on the win here tonight for the season finale. Of course, that is going to wrap it up for us here tonight. We want to thank everybody that's tuned in here tonight. We want to thank all the sponsors that make it all possible. Of course, brand new track here at Lernerville. On behalf of everybody here, staff, drivers, whatever it may be, we thank you for tuning in, and of course, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. No, we will, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the Northwest Truck Series for the round of 8.